Hello and welcome again to Motorweek. We're glad to have you with us. With trucks, and in particular sport utility vehicles, the hot sellers in recent years, you'd think that every possible market niche would be filled by now. But despite selling every compact sport ute and king-size Suburban it can make, General Motors found that many families wanted something in between. So they created the new full-size four-door Chevy Tahoe and its twin, the GMC truck Yukon. They do represent a truly original choice for truck-hungry consumers. Now let's see if they're the smart choice. Producing them may prove a very smart choice for GM because the four-door Chevrolet Tahoe and GMC truck Yukon make the General the only player in a market segment that hasn't existed since the demise of the original Jeep Wagoneer. And our test Yukon is definitely full-size. It's only when compared to our king-size Suburban that you notice Yukon's shorter length, 21 inches total. 14 of those come from Yukon's smaller wheelbase and another 7 from reduced rear overhang. Yukon and Tahoe share the very upright front-end styling of the Suburban, and like the Burb, are available in 4x2 and 4x4 versions. But this sport ute design is all new from the B-pillar on back. A large expanse of tinted glass makes for superb visibility all around. And out back, buyers can choose between twin opening doors or a station wagon-like tailgate and lift glass window. All Yukon Tahoe buyers will get one of the better riding sport utilities we've ever experienced. GM's part-time Instatrack system allows shifting from 4 to 2-wheel drive and back at any speed. The only transmission available is GM's 4L60E 4-speed automatic with overdrive. And power comes exclusively from GM's proven 5.7-liter cast-iron V8 that delivers an even 200 horsepower and, more importantly, an impressive 310 pound-feet of torque for a towing capacity of 7,000 pounds. On the track, the V8 managed to pull our Yukon 4x4 from 0 to 60 in a reasonable 11.6 seconds. Yukon's 5,400-pound weight is most apparent, however, during handling exercises, where there's plenty of push and body roll. Steering is a bit light, yet stability is good with little of that top-heavy feel, and it's so much more maneuverable than a Suburban. Brakes are front disc and rear drums with a standard anti-lock system. Our base freestop from 60 average to climb 135 feet with a predictable amount of nosedive. All Yukon Tahoe 4-doors come well equipped, and unlike the 2-doors, there are no entry-level models. All versions get the new CK instrument panel and interior that is a huge improvement. A driver's airbag is also new, while one for the passenger is due for 1997. Our top-grade Yukon SLT came with leather-trimmed front bucket seats. They're firm and only lack seat heaters for winter. There is a comprehensive instrument cluster, and all gauges are large and easy to read. Our truck's optional running boards make for easy entry into the cabin. Once there, a variety of manual and power adjustments, including lumbar support, along with a tilt wheel, allow drivers of all sizes to find just the right combination. The top-of-the-line sound system combines a stereo receiver with a compact disc player at the top of the dash and a cassette player a little bit lower down. There's also a preset equalizer to match your choice of music. Simple, large rotary knobs and a few buttons take care of all heating and air conditioning functions. Indeed, GM engineers have made the Tahoe Yukon interior conveniently functional, starting with a huge center console that doubles as a mobile workstation. There's also separate storage for CDs or cassettes and more bins in the overhead console, plus 2 extra 12-volt power outlets. And Yukon Tahoe must lead the pack in cup holders, starting with 2 above the glove box, 2 more that pop out of the dash, another pair at the rear of the center console, and number 7 and 8 in the rear seat armrest. That rear seat is certainly full-size too, although you do notice that legroom is a good bit less than the Suburban. The seat splits 60-40 and folds completely flat. That allowed our Yukon's twin doors to provide easy access to a whopping 123 cubic feet of cargo space, bigger than any compact sport ute by a big margin. Add in V8 power and a lot of ground clearance, and you know why dealers can't wait to get Tahoes and Yukons into their showroom. And if you want to drive one out, it'll cost you at least $26,385. That's the base price for a Yukon SLE 2-wheel drive. The SLE 4-wheel drive starts at $28,585. A 4-wheel drive SLT equipped like our test truck should cost you about $32,000. While those prices aren't cheap, they're less than a loaded Explorer or Grand Cherokee. And considering there'll be no direct competition for at least a year, clearly GM made the smart choice in building the Chevrolet Tahoe and GMC truck Yukon. And we know there'll be smart choices for buyers, too, who will gobble up everyone they can get.